All right, Tiger fans, may I present to you today Ryan Sipe, class of 2005 baseball. Ryan Sipe earned 4 letters and graduated as DePauw's all-time leading batting leader with a .389 average. He also holds school records for runs scored, 156, base hits, 236, doubles, 51, and total bases, 343. A second baseman, Sipe was named to All-Region Third Team in 2003, First Team in 2004, and the second team as a senior. He was named 3 times to the All-Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference First Team, earning honorable mention in his first season. In 2004, Sipe broke the school single season records for runs scored in 53 and total bases of 115, and he held those marks until 2017. His .435 batting average in 2004 is still the 3rd best in a DePauw season. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ryan Sipe. There's a lot of records there. Record after record with runs scored, base hits, doubles, total bases. Is there one record that means more to you than the others?
I would say, when I look at it, there's 2. One is a team record. In 2005, we actually broke the school single-season record for wins, which was 29. To me, that was one of the most important things we could do is excel as a team. We were 17-5 at home that year and 12-4 in the conference. And really, we gradually improved throughout our 4 years. So that one, from a team perspective, was very important. I think from the individual standpoint, the all-time hits. I think that came down to a couple of things. One, longevity. I was lucky enough to start every game for 4 years. But I think what was most important to me is it was a culmination of my work ethic. Before I started my freshman year, I tried to figure out how could I improve throughout my 4 years. So I put down a goal that I would take 50 swings before practice every day and 50 swings after practice. So I'd get 100 extra swings every day. We played 6 days a week. The season went on for 5 months. So at the end of the day, I got about 12,000 extra swings each season, or about 50,000 swings over my career. I think that's what really set that one apart, is it was kind of a culmination of a lot of hard work.
That's a lot of dedication.
Yeah, I think it came down to, I was very lucky. I can see Coach Blake Allen up there, former Coach Jake Martin, former Coach Matt Walker. I don't know how they have arms left anymore because they threw a lot of batting practice for a long time.
I heard they wanted an award too because they threw to you so much.
Exactly.
Yes. So you've got a number of teammates that are here with you today and have joined you. Is there a particular team moment that stands out for you, or a particular game moment?
I think just more the 2004 overall team, to me, was one that stands out. That team just truly embodied DePauw. They loved being around each other on and off the field. They loved, just working together towards a common goal. We actually broke the team single-season record in 2004 that got broken again in 2005. But I've got a couple teammates here today. Very happy to see them. And I think they just really epitomized what a DePauw student-athlete should be.
Who was your greatest influence in the DePauw baseball world, and what did you learn from them?
Sure. My greatest influence while I was here was Coach Matt Walker. Coach Walker was the reason why I came to DePauw. He built a relationship with each one of his players that, when you were together for 4 years and over 170 games, it just developed into something that's, a lifelong bond. But more importantly, when Coach Walker was recruiting me to come to DePauw, we rarely ever talked about baseball. All Coach Walker wanted to talk about was how amazing academically DePauw was, what you would learn, the alumni connections that you would get, and how that degree at the end of 4 years would really prepare you for the next step in your life. So I think I respected Coach Walker for knowing that baseball was important, but at the end of the day, getting a degree from a great university was just as important.
Excellent. What else would you like to share with everyone today?
I've got a few notes. I didn't want to forget anybody. So today I'd like to take this time just to thank some people that were very important in getting me on this stage today for having a career that I did. First off was some of the DePauw staff. Bill Wagner, I can see you all the way in the back there. Wags was our sports information director, and probably the most unsung hero of DePauw athletics. Former baseball coach and now head coach at that other university in Crawfordsville, Jake Martin. I wanted to thank him. Jake threw a lot of extra batting practice to me, was a great mentor. I also hope he talks to his Wabash team, because in the 4 years I was here, we were 10-0 against the Little Giants. So. Current head coach of the Tigers, Blake Allen. Coach Allen was an assistant my first 2 years here, and he and I got along because both of us were such fierce competitors. There's not a day go by that he and I don't talk about, some of the stories of just how well we got along, because we just love to compete. And the other one is Coach Matt Walker, former head coach of the Tigers. He believed enough in me as a freshman to have me come in and start on a pretty senior-laden squad. So that was something that always stood out to me. My teammates, class of 2005, John Younger, John Gratz, and Mark Alson, the latter two of which have come back today. We had a long 4-year journey, and the 4 of us are ones that made it all the way to the end, so I really appreciate that. My ATO fraternity brothers down there in the right corner. We all know ATOs were always very punctual to class, so I'm glad they sat down there today as well. But always the biggest supporters of me, our team throughout the 4 years, so I couldn't be more thankful for them. My family, so my in-laws, Drew Augustine, my father-in-law, came in from Scottsdale today. Couldn't be more happy. We lost Drew's wife in December, but I know that she's incredibly proud, and I know she's smiling today. My beautiful wife, Brooke, I think everybody knows I married well out of my league. She's the rock. She's the love of my life. She's one of the kindest, most loving individuals. She's moved all around the country for my job, and I'll be ever grateful for her. My sister, Jennifer, who's one of the most selfless individuals I've ever met. She's a first-grade teacher in Indianapolis who dedicates her life to making others better. And I know she's made me a better person. My mother, former collegiate athlete, an educator, and a staunch proponent of Title IX. She helped a lot of women throughout her career recognize that athletics was a gateway to better things. My father, Mike Sipe. For me, a lot of people at a young age look up to their father as some sort of bigger-than-life person. I'm 37 years old, and my dad's still that way. My dad was an All-American baseball player at Hanover College and was inducted in their Hall of Fame in 2001. So I think that makes today even more special that I get to join him. The other thing about my father was he was as dedicated to Tiger baseball as anybody I've ever seen. I played almost 170 games in 4 years, and my father missed one. So in closing, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee. I'd like to thank everybody back here. I've got no more hits to offer to DePauw. I've got no more bases to steal, but I will always have a love for this university and what it had to offer. Thank you very much.
Everyone, Ryan Sipe.